The time that they bring me up here is around 6:30 at night, so all the administrative assistants are gone, and there's no one to log me into the computer. That is password protected, so it's only custody staff that are here at that time. Before, when I was coming up at 1 o'clock, there's an administrative assistant here to log me into the computer.
So basically, let me just make sure I'm getting this correct. When they were bringing you like mid-afternoon, there was people there to be able to assist you with the things you need to log in, but now you're going at night after everybody has left.
Yes, Your Honor.
See?
Your Honor, Dad Corey and standby counsel went to the HDSP and they were able to confirm that he's able to access the flash drive and he is able to access the laptop and he is having no issues getting into those things. This, again, is the first time that I'm hearing of this issue, and I would like Your Honor to ask defendant to please inform me so I can tell my client either directly or through standby counsel when these things are an issue so I'm not ambushed by them in court every single time. This is the first time I am hearing of this, and there's nothing that I can do about it at this point, now that we're standing face to face. I need prior notice of this. If he's not being able to access the computer, this is the first I'm hearing of it. I need him to tell me beforehand.
How does he go about getting in touch with you?
He can either write me a letter or he can contact his caseworker. He can have his worker contact me or Dad Corey directly, or he can go through his standby counsel. Quite frankly, there's nothing today that I can do to address this, and there's no status that I can update you on because I'm just learning of this yet again.
All right. Mr. Rapper, did you hear that?
Your Honor, yes, Your Honor, and they actually brought me up here on September the 19th, I want to say, early in the afternoon and said, hey, the AG just called us. We need to know what you need. Write down what you need. Tell us if you're having any problems. I wrote down 2 pages, gave it to the lieutenant to give to the AG Taylor. So she had him bring me up here for that.
Your Honor.
So she had him bring me up here to ask me.
Your Honor, he has been, since our last hearing, he has been going consistently up to ops. He hasn't mentioned anything either to me or Dad Corey that he's having any issues. There is only one day that he has not gone up to access the computer, and we did write an incident report related to his refusal to go up to the computer.
All right. Well, I'm going to need you to check with your. Hold on, Mr. Bradford. Well, first of all, you need to find out where these issues are. He says he wrote down 2 pages worth of issues that clearly you haven't received from the prison, because we were here on 9/7, and he says this occurred about 9/21. So that's 2 weeks later. So clearly there's some communication issues. But I'm going to need you to check with them as to him getting access to go there when there's somebody there who can assist him with the password protected material.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to have a status check in 3 weeks.
Before you set the status check, additionally, I was able to go up, like you said, and just check the equipment out with Ms. Corey from the AG's office.
Okay.
And I know that your order contemplates this, but I just want the record to reflect that we did check, and he does not have access to statutes of Nevada.
So he can't access that on the computer?
He can access Nevada revised statutes. He cannot access statutes of Nevada. Your order indicates that if that were the event, then he can contact the Supreme Court and request copies.
Yes.
But I wanted the record to reflect that we actually confirmed that he does not have access.
Okay. Well, he can get those copies from the Supreme Court, and they'll get those to him.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So let's have a status check regarding his access to the flash drive. Again, in 3 weeks, that date is?
November 9th at 9 a.m.
Your Honor, really fast,
Yes.
Ms. Taylor said that I only didn't go one time. I haven't gone. There's 3 times that I didn't go. The week of October the 2nd, I didn't go. I only went one time. This week, I haven't went at all. And the week of September the 18th, I only went one time. They said, yes, I refused on Thursday that week because they told me I would either go up there or I wouldn't be able to eat dinner because they bring me up there at the same time that I'm supposed to eat dinner. So
We should be able to fix
now I
that
have
if
to
they bring
choose
you up there
between.
earlier in the day.
Your Honor, their
All right.
schedule is set by their safety and security issues. I can't force them if they.
Right, but the issue is if they bring him up there earlier in the day when there's somebody there who can help him access the password protected material, then that shouldn't interfere with dinner.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll be back here in 3 weeks to address that issue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
One last thing, Your Honor. The state
Yes?
still hasn't prepared the written order of
For what?
denying my motion for collateral estoppel and petition for declaratory judgment. I can't file a petition for writ of mandamus in the Supreme Court without it.
All right, Mr. Special, can you get that filed? Yes. All right, stay to file that order.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Mr. Young, did you pick up your questionnaires?
Yes, we
Okay, you have yours. Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Helmut?
Yes, sir. We're waiting on two co-counsel.
He has something else. I'm going to call his other case. Let's go to page 9. Oh, where's Miss Renetti? I thought I saw her. Is she outside?
I'll look outside.
Thank you, Miss White. Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Helmut, let's go to page 9. C, 365536, State of Nevada versus Brooke Lane. The record reflects that Ms. Lehman is present at liberty. Mr. Helmick is here on her behalf. Ms. Renetti is here on behalf of the state. This is the date and time set for sentencing, but it's my understanding you guys are going to be requesting a continuance. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. In regard to the PSI, there are some things that I want to address with parole and probation, specifically the author who wrote this PSI. You know how long they take.
Yes.
So if we could pass this after the holidays, that would be great sometime in January.
All right. Is that fine with the state?
Court's pleasure.
All right.
January 4th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Could I actually, I do have a victim speaker on this one. If we could go to the following, because the victim speaker is out of state.
Okay.
January 11th at 9 a.m.
Thank you so much.
All right. And that'll be for sentencing. All right. Is somebody here on Cobre Clark? Go to page 1. C, 376994, State of Nevada versus Cobre Clark. May the record reflect that the defendant is
He is present and out of custody, Your Honor.
present at liberty. Ms. Macknick is here on his behalf. Mr. Schwartzer is here on behalf of the state. This is the date and time set for a continued arraignment. Ms. Macknick, where are we?
Your Honor, I have a signed guilty plea agreement, if Your Honor is so inclined this morning.
Yes, you can approach. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, sir, it's my understanding today that your case has been negotiated. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
It's my understanding today you're going to plead guilty pursuant to North Carolina v. Alford to 1 count of voluntary manslaughter. The state has no opposition to probation with a stipulated sentence of 4 to 10 years in the Nevada Department of Corrections, and that's a suspended sentence. Additionally, the state retains the full right to argue all terms and conditions of probation, and you agree to the forfeiture that is set forth as Exhibit 2, and you agree to waive all defects in this plea.
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
your understanding of the deal?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, what is your full name?
Barry Chess Clark,
How old are you?
54.
How far did you go in school?
Culinary or school degree.
Do you read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes.
Ma'am, sir, are you currently under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcoholic beverages at this time? Do you understand the proceedings that are happening here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, are you familiar with the charge that you're facing?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Ask that charge. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? Or guilty pursuant to Alford?
Yes. Pursuant to Alfred.
Guilty pursuant to Alford?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, are you making this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you or anyone closely associated with you to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone made you any promises other than what's contained in this guilty plea agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Sir, there's a written guilty plea agreement that's going to be filed in this case. Did you read this document?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything contained in this document?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have an opportunity to discuss this document, your charges, your case, and any possible defenses you may have with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Was your lawyer available to answer any questions you had?
Yes, ma'am.
And after that, sir, you signed this document?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understood everything contained in it?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, there's also a forfeiture agreement attached. I need you to sign the forfeiture agreement.
I'm so sorry, Your Honor.
Mr. Schwartz, I need you to file the amended.
Yes, Your Honor.
So there's a forfeiture agreement that is attached saying you're forfeiting any and all property that was seized in connection with this case. Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything contained in that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Was your lawyer available to answer any questions you had?
Ma'am.
And after that, you signed that document. Did you understand everything contained in both of these documents?
Yes, ma'am.
So did you understand the constitutional rights you're giving up by entering this plea? Do you understand the appellate rights you're giving up